The safe house in Somalia was burning. Intelligence officer Captain Elena Cross pressed her back against the wall, gripping her 9mm Beretta, gasping for breath. 30 meters away, 6 al-Shabaab militants were trying to break down the door. Explosions, screaming, chaos. Elena's job wasn't to fight. Her job was to gather intelligence, write reports, analyze data. But right now, with a weapon in her hand and death staring at her, everything had changed. And, worst of all, Navy SEAL Rook Cooper lay on the ground, leg shattered, unable to move. Command now fell to Elena, an intelligence officer with 0 combat experience. "Cross," Rook shouted, his voice weak from blood loss. "If you don't stop them, we all die." Elena gripped her M4 tightly. Magazine check. 15 rounds left. Not enough. Never enough. 24 hours ago, everything was normal. Before, at the CIA station in Mogadishu, Elena sat at her laptop. 3 monitors, signal intelligence, human intelligence sources, financial tracking, terror networks, patterns, data. Everything was numbers. She'd been an intelligence officer for 5 years, joined CIA as analyst, promoted to field officer. But field officer meant sitting at desks, talking to sources, writing reports. She'd never fired a weapon, never seen combat. Her closest brush with death was bad coffee. "Cross," Station Chief David Mercer's voice, tense, urgent. "Briefing room, now. Emergency." When she entered, she knew it was bad. Mercer's expression, pale as chalk, his hands trembling. A man with 25 years at CIA, his hands were shaking. "An asset was captured," Mercer began, voice cracked. "Kareem Hassan, our best human source inside al-Shabaab. Last night, they discovered his location. He's detained now, 80 kilometers north, in a village, being tortured." Elena's stomach churned. Kareem, she'd worked with him for 3 years. Reliable, brave, 50 years old, father of 3, deep inside al-Shabaab, command level. Every intelligence tip came from Kareem. They'd prevented 12 attacks, saved 200 lives. "Can we exfil?" Pentagon says we can't conduct official rescue. Political risk too high. Kareem isn't officially our asset. If we run a government operation, diplomatic crisis with Somalia, UN sanctions, international incident. Elena waited. There was always more. But Mercer continued, placing a black folder in front of her. If a private citizen, maybe a contractor, maybe a rogue officer, rescues Kareem, no government involvement. Deniable. "So you're sending me?" "No, I can't send you, because officially this operation doesn't exist. Never happened." Elena understood. Deniable operation. Black op. "Sir, I'm a field intelligence officer, not combat trained. Last time I fired was on the range, 8 months ago." "You were military intelligence in the Army 4 years ago." "Basic combat training." "You know weapons." "Close quarters combat certification in your file." "Sir, I've been at a desk for 4 years. Last time I fired was at stationary targets, controlled environment." "This is different." Mercer placed another folder in front of her. Photographs, Kareem's family, wife, 3 children aged 8, 11, and 14, smiling, innocent. "Kareem will be executed this afternoon. Public execution, al-Shabaab propaganda video. If he's not rescued within 6 hours, he dies. Then his wife, for collaboration, then his children. All of them." Elena opened the file. Kareem's last known location, the village where he was held. Guard count, 12 militants, heavily armed, defensive positions, machine guns, RPGs. Impossible. "Sir, I can't go against 12 militants alone. This is a suicide mission." "You're not going alone. There's a former Navy SEAL, James Rook Cooper, 15 years SEAL team, now contractor, in Mogadishu for another job. If we hire him privately, he can go with you." 1 SEAL and 1 intelligence officer against 12 militants? The odds are terrible. Kareem has 3 children, a wife, family. And he gave us details on 50 al-Shabaab operations, saved 200 lives, prevented 12 attacks. Now it's your turn to save him, or watch him die, on video. Elena swallowed. Officially, this operation doesn't exist. Officially, you're on sick leave today. Food poisoning. If you're caught, the government disavows you. You become a rogue officer, prison, or execution. And if I succeed, Kareem lives. And you're a hero, but no one can ever know. This secret dies with you. Elena looked at the photographs again. 3 children, smiling. When do we leave? Mercer smiled for the first time. Bitter. 2 hours. You have time to prep. Rook Cooper was in his 40s, short-haired, bearded, scarred face, 6'2", 220 pounds of pure muscle, 3 scars on his face, 1 on forehead, 1 on chin, 1 on neck, each from a different war. Cold, calculating eyes. 15 years Navy SEAL, 4 tours Iraq, 3 tours Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Libya. Over 200 combat days, 40-plus missions, 0 failures. Now private contractor, doing government's dirty work. So you're an intelligence officer with no combat experience, and you're going with me against 12 al-Shabaab militants on a rescue oppie? Rook's voice was skeptical, almost mocking. Is this a joke? No. Ever killed anyone? No. Ever been in a firefight? No. Ever had an IED explode next to you? No. Rook cursed. I don't accept suicide missions. You're a liability. You'll get me killed. Kareem is my source. I put him in this position. I have to save him. Noble but stupid. Cross, combat isn't what you think. There's chaos, screaming, blood everywhere, people burning, dying, and you'll freeze. Every rookie does. I won't. How do you know? Because I have no other choice. Rook looked at her, long, assessing, then nodded. Fine, but you follow my rules. I'm tactical lead. You follow. Do exactly what I say. No questions. No hesitation. Understood. Understood. Rook prepared weapons. M4 carbine for Elena. 5.56 millimeters. 30-round magazine. Suppressor attached. Glock 19 sidearm. 15-round magazine. Tactical vest. Plate carrier. Level 4 armor. Night vision goggles. Radio. Flashbangs. Smoke grenades. Combat knife. Ever use these? In training, yes. But in combat? In combat, everything's different. Targets shoot back. Bullets fly past your head. Friends die. And your brain goes into panic mode. If you freeze, you die. If you panic, I die. Stay calm. Understood? Understood. They drilled for an hour. Magazine changes. Malfunction clearances. Room entry. Close quarters battle. Not good enough, Rook said. But we're out of time. Let's go. 1,800 hours. Insertion. They drove an armored Toyota Land Cruiser 5 kilometers from the village. Rook drove aggressively, 80 miles per hour on dirt roads. Elena gripped the M4, hands sweating. Every shadow looked like an enemy. Every sound a threat. Heart rate 120, breathing fast. Slow breaths. Rook said, eyes on road. Deep, controlled. If you panic, you lose focus. You get killed. Elena took deep breaths in through nose, out through mouth. Heart rate slowed, 190. They parked and walked. 5 kilometers. Dark, silent, only insects. When they approached the village, Rook stopped, pulled out binoculars. Night vision active. 12 militants. 4 sleeping northeast corner. 8 active. Kareem's in the center building. Second floor, 2 guards outside. Machine gun position on the rooftop, north side. RPG team, west side. What's the plan? We go in quiet. Get Kareem. Get out quiet. If the alarm sounds, everything goes bad. Firefight starts. Reinforcements arrive. 50-plus militants. 10 minutes. We get overwhelmed. And if the alarm sounds, then we fight. And probably die. But we'll kill many first. Elena swallowed. They entered the village, silent. shadows, moonless night, perfect stealth conditions, first guard, 20 meters away, drowsy, inattentive, AK-47 leaning against wall, smoking cigarette, relaxed. Rook approached silently, like a shadow, 10 meters, 5 meters, behind. Knife out, hand over mouth, blade through throat. Guard dropped silently, blood pooling. Second guard, south side, walking patrol. Elena's responsibility. Elena approached, hands trembled, gripped knife, Rook's technique, behind, left hand on mouth, right hand with blade. But the guard turned, saw Elena, eyes widened. Elena didn't panic, muscle memory kicked in, blade thrust upward under ribcage, into heart. Guard gasped, collapsed. Good kill, Rook whispered, clean. They entered the center building. Dark, smell of cooking, sweat, gunpowder, up the stairs, creaking wood. Each step careful, slow. Second floor, hallway. 2 guards outside Kareem's cell, sitting, talking, laughing. AK-47's on laps. Rook signaled, you left, me right. Same time, suppressed shots. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 shots. Foot. Both guards dropped. Heads. Clean kills. They opened the door. Kareem was there, wounded, beaten, blood on face, ribs broken, but alive. Eyes opened, recognized Elena. Elena, Kareem shocked, voice hoarse. Why are you here? To save you. Can you stand? Kareem stood. Difficult, painful, but functional, limping. We move. Now, Rook whispered, down the stairs, slowly, carefully. But then, a dog barked, loud, persistent. A guard woke, saw bodies, screamed, infiltrators. Alarm. The alarm sounded. Loud siren. Village waking. Lights on. Shouting. Running feet. Run now, Rook yelled. They burst through the door. But ahead, 4 militants, weapons raised, firing. Bullets whizzing past. Rook fired. Controlled bursts. Bap, bap, bap. 2 dropped. Elena froze. First real combat. Bullets everywhere. Noise overwhelming. Elena, shoot! Rook yelled. Elena raised 4 million. Aimed. Squeezed trigger. Bap, bap, bap. 3rd militant dropped. Chest. 4th militant fired at Elena. Bullet hit vest. Plate stopped it. Impact threw her backward. Pain. Breath knocked out. But Elena fired back. Headshot. 4th dropped. Move! Safe house. 200 meters north. Rook ordered, pointing. They ran. Kareem in middle. Supported. Bullets flying everywhere. Zinging past ears. Hitting walls. Dust clouds. Behind, 8 more militants coming. Firing. Shouting. They reached the safe house. Old building. Stone walls. Wooden door. Inside. Slam door. Barricaded with furniture. Defensive positions. Rook positioned at window. M4 propped, bipod down. Elena put Kareem in corner. Stay down. Don't move. Then to her window. South side. M4 ready. Outside. 8 militants approaching. Firing. Advancing. Tactical formation. Rook fired. Precise. Controlled. 1 dropped. 2 dropped. Machine efficiency. Elena fired 2. Aiming. Squeezing. Missing some but creating suppressive fire. But then, RPG. Rocket hit the building. East wall. Massive explosion. Flash. Shockwave. Elena thrown to ground. Ears ringing. Smoke. Debris. Chaos. Rook! She screamed. Rook lay on ground. Leg wounded. Compound fracture. Bone visible. Blood pooling. Face pale. Broken. Rook groaned. Teeth clenched. Femur. Can't move. Fuck. Elena panicked. Rook, Navy SEAL, 15 years experience, combat veteran leader, was down. Incapacitated. Command now hers. Desk analyst, 0 combat, suddenly in command. What do I do? Voice shaking. Defend. Push them back. Call medevac. Radio. Elena grabbed radio. Hands trembling. Overwatch, this is Operator Lima 4. Heavy contact. 2 wounded. Need medevac now. Grid coordinates. Copy Lima 4. Medevac inbound. ETA 30 minutes. QRF dispatching. Hold position 30 minutes, eternity. Outside, militants reloading, regrouping, preparing second assault. Militants attacked again. Coordinated. 3 from front, 2 flanking east, 3 covering fire. Elena fired from window. M4 rattling. Bap, 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 bap. 1 flanker dropped. 2nd flanker threw grenade through broken wall. Grenade! Elena yelled, diving. Covered Kareem with her body. Explosion, massive. Debris everywhere. Elena's back hit by fragments. Pain, blood, but alive. M4, empty, reload. Fumbling, hands shaking. Finally clicked, fired again. Front attackers, 2 dropped, 3rd retreated, but east wall completely collapsed. Opening, breach point, militant entered, AK-47 firing, full auto, spray. Elena rolled, fired back, point blank, 5 meters, bap, bap, bap. Militant dropped, dead. 2nd militant entered, saw Elena, aimed. Elena drew Glock, faster, fired. 3 shots, center mass. Militant dropped, 3rd militant. Elena's M4 jammed. Malfunction, brass stuck. Militant smiled, raised IK. Aimed at Elena's head, but Rook, sighing bleeding out on ground, M4 one-handed, fired, burst. Militant's head exploded, dropped. Go. Rook said, voice weak, fading. Get Kareem out. I'll cover as long as possible. I can't leave you. Go. That's an order. Elena hesitated, but Rook was right. Mission, extract Kareem. Grabbed Kareem. Move. Now. Back door. Out back door. But militants waiting. 4 more. Ambush. Bullets. Elena pushed Kareem to cover. Turned. M4 cleared. Fired. Combat training activating. Instinct taking over. Fear gone. Only focus. 1 militant dropped. 2, 3, 4th too close. 3 meters. Raised bayoneted AK. Elena attached bayonet to M4. Training remembered. Engaged. Close quarters. Thrust. Parry counter. Militant strong. Experienced. But Elena desperate. Fighting for life. Bayonets clashed. Elena dodged. Thrust again. Blade into militant's throat. Blood sprayed. Militant collapsed. Elena couldn't breathe. Chest heaving. Adrenaline, shock. Blood everywhere. But then, beautiful sound. Helicopter rotors. Medevac inbound. Radio crackled. Mark position. Elena fired red smoke flare. Black Hawk appeared. Fast. Low. Aggressive. RPG fired. Missed helicopter barely. Door gunners return fire. Miniguns. Brrrr! Devastating. Militants scattered. Helicopter landed 50 meters away. Kareem, go! Elena pushed him. Kareem ran limping. Elena turned back for Rook. Entered safe house. Smoke, fire, bodies. Rook still there. Barely conscious. Pool of blood. Leave. Me. Rook whispered. Get out. No. Elena grabbed drag handle. Pulled. 220 pounds. Impossible weight. But adrenaline. Desperation. Dragged Rook. Outdoor. Across open ground. 50 meters. Felt like miles. Bullets hitting around. Elena didn't stop. Kept dragging. Reached helicopter. Crew chief grabbed Rook. Pulled inside. Elena climbed. Last one. Go! She screamed. Helicopter lifted fast. Militants firing everything. 1 RPG barely missed. Exploded behind. Shockwave rocked helicopter, but airborne. Climbing. Clearing danger. Safe. Base hospital. Rook in surgery. 4 hours. Successful. Leg saved. Kareem debriefed. Then reunited with family. Tears. Hugging. Life saved. Elena in medical bay. Shoulder stitched. 14 stitches. Shrapnel removed from back. 8 pieces. Mercer entered. Cross, how are you? Wounded, but alive. Kareem safe. Rook, surgery successful. Recovering. Says you saved his life. Saved Kareem. Engaged 8 militants solo. I just tried to survive. No, you fought. Professionally. Rook says you fought like a seasoned operator. Mission success. Elena looked at her hands, bandaged, still trembling slightly. Sir, I'm an intelligence officer, analyst, desk job. Today, you were different. Combat officer. And CIA needs this. Intelligence officers who can fight when necessary. Mercer pulled out black envelope. Special Operations Group transfer. Operational role. Field missions. You proved capability. We want you. Elena looked at envelope. Transfer orders. New life. Combat. Danger. Purpose. I need to think. Think. But Cross. Today you saved lives. Combined intelligence and action. Rare skill. Don't waste it. 3 months later, Langley. CIA headquarters. Private ceremony. Elena's intelligence star. Classified. Operation officially never happened. Citation. For extraordinary heroism. Executed combat operations. Neutralized multiple hostiles. Rescued high-value asset. Saved teammate. After ceremony, Rook approached. Walking, slight limp. Cane. But alive. Cross, when Mercer said intelligence officer coming, I thought liability. I was wrong. You saved my life. Fought like an operator. Rook handed her a small box. Inside, SEAL Trident pin. I'm not a SEAL. No, but you fought like one. You're a warrior, Cross. Kareem appeared with his family. His wife hugged Elena, crying. You saved my husband, my children's father. 3 kids hugged her too, smiling. Alive because of her. This was why. Lives saved, families whole. 1 year later, Elena now trains new CIA intelligence officers. Her message is simple. Situations change. Missions go sideways. Analyst becomes operator. If you're unprepared, you die. That's why every officer now receives combat training, because one night in Somalia, I proved intelligence officers can fight when necessary. Elena Cross never wanted to be a warrior, but Somalia changed everything. One mission, one choice. Analyst became operator. She wasn't just an intelligence officer anymore. She was a warrior who thought first, fought second. But when fighting came, she never missed. The officer who learned to fight when lives depended on it and changed CIA forever. Have you ever had to do something you thought impossible? Something that changed who you are? Drop it in the comments. If this story inspired you, like and subscribe to Shadowed Glory Stories for more incredible operator stories. Remember, impossible is just a word until someone proves it wrong. Thanks for watching.